Hey, what's up, Intigriti fam, and welcome back to our Academy sessions. Today, we're going to have a look at a file upload vulnerability where we're going to upload a web shell and we're going to bypass a blacklist. All right, let's immediately jump into our lab, once again provided by Portswigger. And you might know this platform from a previous video you can check out right here in the top right corner. So we already know that we have to go to my account and we're going to log in with the user called Wiener. So if we look at the My Account section, we do see that we can fill in an email, but we can also upload an avatar. And that is interesting because this is our file upload vulnerability. And we're going to upload an Intigriti logo right now, and it tells us that the file has been successfully uploaded. And if we go back to My Account, we do see that this actually worked and that we're seeing the beautiful Intigriti logo right over here. So let's go to Burp Suite and check out that request. And this is a post request to My Account avatar. We're going to send this to Repeater and we're going to have a look. So once we're in Repeater, we can scroll down and we do see that we uploaded our avatar with a file name, with a content type, and underneath the content type, we do see the entire PNG file. But now we want to exploit that vulnerability. And we noticed from the previous video, we're just going to delete the actual image file, the PNG file, and we're going to try and upload a PHP web shell. All right, so let's do this. We once again check the file name and we make this a PHP file instead of the image file. So we just call it shell.php for now. And then we create our web shell, and the lab actually asks us to read out some specific content that is given in the lab description. This is why we're going to say php echo file get contents, and the file that we should read is located on the home/Carlos/secret. So just if you're wondering why we're using this exact string, this is just because the lab wants us to do that. All right, so here we go. This is our final payload, and file get contents is the PHP method that allows us to read that file. So let's go ahead and send this to the server. We're going to do that, and we do see a server response saying 403 forbidden. And in the lab, we're lucky because it's super generous with us, telling us that sorry, PHP files not allowed. Usually a web app would probably not tell you that, but you would most likely still get a 403 forbidden, which could tell you that PHP file is not allowed. And if we look closely, and this is important, we realize that we are targeting an Apache server running on Ubuntu. And why is this important? Let's look at the Apache documentation. And what Apache offers is a file called htaccess. And we're going to learn about those htaccess files right now. Those are going to be really crucial for this specific lab. We're going to need that in order to solve the lab. And if we look closely, it says htaccess files provide a way to make configuration changes on a per directory basis. A file containing one or more configuration directives is placed in a particular document directory, yada, yada, yada. There's a lot of text. What is important is that it allows us to make configuration changes on a per directory basis. And we have seen that we're uploading into a specific directory. So we want to change that. And what do we want to change? We want to change the associated media types that are understood by the server for a given file ending. And what does that mean? Let's see, for example, this line over here that says at type application atom XML atom. This is telling us that for an application/atom.xml content type, we're going to use atom to run this file. So now we're going to provide an htaccess file, and we're going to send this to the server. This is going to be a text file, which is why we're going to use content type text plain. But we're at this point not too much concerned about atom or JSON, whatever. We want to upload a PHP file. So we're going to say at type application slash x minus httpt minus PHP, and we're going to instruct the Apache web server with that line saying that .shell files should be run as PHP code. So let's send that to the server, and we're getting a 200 OK, so that is awesome. And we're going to see that this file has been successfully uploaded, which means that we have added an htaccess file to the server configuration right now. We've changed the Apache configuration at this point. So now we can go back and say, okay, before that we were not allowed to execute PHP files, but now a file with an ending of .shell is considered a PHP file and is going to be executed as if it was a PHP file. So we're going to rename our file to shell.shell. And the PHP payload is not changing. We're still trying to read out Carlos's secret at this point. So let's send it to the server, have a look at the response, and this is saying, well, this has been uploaded. This is awesome. Like .shell files are not restricted. And if we reload our page and have a look at our avatar, we do see that it cannot really be displayed as an image anymore, because what we are getting back, and you will see that in a bit, is not an image. So now to the exciting point, what do we get back? And if we look at the GET request for the shell.shell file that we've just uploaded, we do see in our server response a string. And this seems to be interesting because if we look closely at the lab, we have to find Carlos's secret. So let's assume this is a secret. Let's copy that, go to submit solution, and fill that string in as our answer. And if we hit OK, we do see that we actually found Carlos's secret and that we have successfully solved the lab. All right. As usual, you know what's coming right now. Let's reiterate on what we have seen. We tried once again, as in the previous video, to use a file upload functionality to upload a PHP web shell. We were confronted with a message by the server saying, hey, you're not allowed to upload PHP files. But the server disclosed the server version and the server that was running, and we realized at this point that it is running an Apache server. Knowing that Apache server configurations can be manipulated by htaccess files, we had a look at the htaccess documentation and uploaded an htaccess file according to our needs. And that included that we are allowed to run a file with the ending of .shell as a PHP file. So we uploaded that to the server. It was stored, the configuration was changed at this point, and then we uploaded our web shell not as a .php file, but as a .shell file. And then we went back and checked if our payload actually got executed or not. And we found that it was, and we found Carlos's secret. All right, this is it for today. Let us know down below in the comment section. If you have any questions, please give this video a like. That is really important for us. And subscribe in the top right corner. And that was it. I'll talk to you folks soon.